blah blah. They had Valkyrie and Arachna, and we had a really strong counterpush team. But then they ended up getting Geometer's Bane on both Arachna and Valkyrie, and they were just able to attack uphill, and we weren't able to defend our towers anymore in base. So having another carry with Arachna is not the craziest idea. Because Arachna himself doesn't take up that much space. He's more of the ganking Puppet Master-esque hero.
Especially something like a Flint Beastwood.
Yeah, totally. That would be fantastic. He does go invis now if he stands still long enough.
He will be hidden. Yeah, that's an interesting ability. Yeah, no, I get your point though, especially with obviously a ranged carry to go along with it. So, yeah, no, I've always seen Arachna as kind of that carry, and even after the changes, you could argue that's still what he should be kind of play. I mean,
Yeah.
BMG, as you pointed out, yeah, Boxy playing in the middle lane there, and has done it several times. So,
I mean, honestly, you could go Swiftblade with it. It wouldn't be entirely terrible.
yeah,
Or, yeah, I mean, just even a Kronos.
God, Swiftblade's another hero that kind of just
Died off.
Don't
Yeah.
see him at all.
I mean, they even buffed Ruined Cleaver, so you'd think maybe that's an option now on Swiftblade as well, just to get that farm up. But, I mean, no one really does that. They usually pick Swiftblade if they want to go aggressive.
Yeah.
Midas is still not picked.
Wow. Yeah. They're using, again, just like the first game, they're also both using a lot of time here in these first couple of picks. So captains that, definitely respect each other and really trying to figure out the other team and what they want to do with it. Like, speaking of last game, not only was it a final pick keeper, but, again, the fact that ECX was able to final pick Sandraid, and as we even saw there in the last game, dominant he was able to be, was something too, but...
And above it all, it was a 1v1 Sandwraith, who just got a bit of help from Ophelia.
Yeah.
I like the Tundra pickup right now. Allows them to have a Parasite Tundra.
And the thing with them, too, Zane actually plays that Tundra usually for them, so...
Really well, as well.
Suicide.
But let's see now. We have... Ophelia Behemoth, which is already like strong in itself, so they have a lot of team fight, and then they get Solomon. That's a lot more team fight on top of it all. But then again, Arachna also counters Solomon pretty heavily. Just being able to prevent him from moving around is very strong.
Yeah, kiting with the whip shot.
The Spider Sting going through Shrunken and everything. Like if you look at Spider Sting, the Spiderling deals up to 1125 physical damage when it's maxed.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
It actually is a lot of damage, yeah. Wow,
Holy crap, it's
run
more...
out of extra time, jeez. 3 seconds.
And then a Bubbles ban on top of it all, like... They want Prisoner, maybe. Is that the logic behind it?
Still need a mid, and especially with Zane playing Tundra, so... You would think Sync's good enough, though, especially his lap, so smart enough even to pick up on that. So,
I mean, if I'm smart enough to pick up on it, then Zlap should.
There you go. You see, Serenia's right-clicking it even, so.
And then a Fade gets banned. Fade hasn't been picked for a really long time. I am not sure about that ban. And I mean, like you were saying, Owned Me has been... Well, you haven't said it yet, but Owned Me has been playing Prisoner quite a lot. Whether he missed hooks or whatever, that's what you were saying yesterday.
Yeah.
There we go.
There definitely have been some, but that's the thing. It's like, obviously it hasn't mattered, / he's still, overall, the stats have suggested that he's done very well. And even last game, yeah, we did see, though, Prisoner, he was hitting all the hooks, it felt like. So
yeah,
I'm going to guess that he watched the cast, he saw what we were saying, he's like, you know what, I'm going to change me. And he got better.
Oh, this might be... No, Pebbles is banned. So it really looks like they're going to dual mid, just letting Imberboy solo. So what could be picked with the Glacius right now? Diva? Gauntlet?
Gauntlet, yeah. I like that.
Lots of lockdown. Also great for Ophelia creeps because you can just throw it through everyone. Let's see, though. It's not going to be a Magnus, I think. That would be kind of weird.
Rhapsody.
Riptide is still available. And what I was saying about an extra carry to help out Arachna, he can gank, he can most definitely gank Solomon, especially with a Tundra.
Well, they're going to have to decide fairly quickly here. Again, only have 3 seconds on that extra time bank, so.
Gladiator, there we go, Kraken.
Huh. Kraken making a comeback.
Third time in how many games have I casted now? 3
Between
today?
yesterday and today, yeah, there's been now 3 Krakens, so.
So this is the 4th game, and 6 games, half of them have had a Kraken in it. That's what we used to see a long time ago, like a year ago, I think.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a little bit at least.
No, 2 years ago even.
Well,
Kraken really kind of lost his effectiveness.
Kind of left, yeah.
Yeah. Well, at the end of cycle 2 is what I'm thinking. Kraken was there a lot. Season 2, sorry.
It's like cycle 2.
Yeah,
That's long ago. Yeah, no, it's I don't know. Maybe this is again the resurgence of Kraken, perhaps people remembering how good he was.
To be honest, BMG should have won the game when they had the Kraken.
But they were in a spot to do so, yeah. Gauntlet is the final pick by Sync, sure enough. So, talking about that possibly for ECX, and Sync actually picks it up here. Mickey.
Rip Kraken charges, yeah. Every single time he charges, it's like a free hook.
Hooks back, yeah. So probably some logic there with going that Gauntlet pick, but also it gets Mickey a playmaking hero, that's for sure.
Yeah, but then again, Pebbles is also a playmaking hero, and I mean, he's notorious for playing that.
True. Got him the Gauntlet this time around, though. Again, they're running the Salamon. Taxering getting it right here.
It does look like it's going to be a solo mid Gauntlet, I think. I mean, you don't really want to leave a Tundra 1v1 versus a Solomon, I think, because Tundra is pretty strong in those 1v1 situations. Oh, but is it going to be a tri-lane top?
Yep. I was just about to say, look at how ECX is setting up.
I mean, Arachna is able to be pretty... He has quite a bit of survivability, if needed. All right, so Glacius Arachna, though, that seems like kind of an iffy lane. They do let Matthias solo bottom again, though. They did that last series as well when they played. They had Owned Me soloing versus, I think it was a Lodestone or something like that, and that way you just get enough farm on Kraken to pretty much do whatever you want. Mischarges in Matthias's case.
There you go, yeah. Get that early portal key to fail the initiations. Yeah, no. I'm sure he'll use his farm wisely and do very well with it in the end. But yep, Zibbe is heading down there.
Zane's using Shiver and it's moving so incredibly slowly.
It's making its way up here. Gonna scout out the jungle, enjoying the view in the meantime. But yeah, gonna be that aggressive dual lane, and not really a pseudo tri lane though. It's just gonna be Arachna Glacius up here. You got Parasite staying in his own jungle actually.
And it is going to be a Solomon solo. Okay. They really need to move the Rhapsody top as soon as possible. They are trying to do something though. At the mid lane,
Tundra in the middle, yeah.
Yeah. They even used the hook and everything. So, Serenia, are you moving to top lane or? I mean, Arachna Glacius. Will that? It can't possibly beat Ophelia, Rhapsody, and Solomon. Like that would just be too extreme. But right now, Imboboy is just boxing out the Solomon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know at the same time. Like, Ophelia, obviously you got the Ice Imprisonment from Glacius, can deal with the creeps if needed, and they got great harassment here for Salamon. It's not like Ophelia is going to be able to just babysit here in the lane. But Rhapsody is coming now, and we'll see how much that changes. But then she will need to be careful as well that she's not gone on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Kind of a
Of
tough
course, they
spot.
don't have the biggest amount of burst
True.
on the Legion side. So again, he shouldn't be that worried.
Salamon at a minute and a half, though. A couple of creep waves here. Still 0 creep kills. That's something. Here we go, though. But you see, they
Here's
saw
Ophelia
this
incoming.
coming. Skeleton King, it
It's
hits
frozen.
Glacius, but yeah, that was a good freeze right there. Keeps it at bay. And
Oh,
now
is this a
Glacius,
turn
they're
on
turning it.
Rhapsody?
Oh my gosh. Salamon is going to kind of help,
They
but
just they just keep on following them.
yeah.
Like, I guess Rhapsody is not enough for whatever reason. And Ophelia, for that matter. At least Haxter now gets a couple of last hits, but I mean, it is going to delay his mock by a couple minutes.
Well, we saw, wasn't it yesterday even, that no matter how much you lock down a Salamon, it just eventually will get the farm.
Yeah.
Anyways. And get that ridiculous couple of items early on, it feels like. So, but yeah, the lane kind of being pushed up right here. See, it's back to Arachna getting some more farm with it. And oh, here comes Ophelia, though, the Pastula. A nice freeze once again, though, from Glacius. Look at that slowing, but it's not going to matter. Bloodlust kill coming out for his lap. Arachna trying to turn. You do see a TP in from Parasite, but that Pastula explosion keeps him really slowed.
Well, the Pastula only exploded when Glacius was already dead.
Yeah.
It was just Solomon and the stuns from Rhapsody that kept him so slow.
That's true. So it's the 3 of them, and obviously Parasite trying to get in there in time to set up a turn wasn't successful, so it's good news for the Hellborn team. But, I mean, Boy's still able to farm the lane fairly well in the end, for currently at least. Well, it's pushed up in the time being here. Middle lane, Tundra and Gauntlet going at it. The Enfeeble auto attacks coming out. Gauntlet, he has another hook, actually. Yeah, you see his positioning. He is going to hit it. Is it enough damage? It absolutely is. That Inferno Instability. He just smashed him into the ground.
So either you babysit Mickey, or you just give him a hero that's going to, or just give him the chance to 1v1 someone. Because, yeah, what I was saying earlier with Prisoner countering Pebbles, I mean, now he's in a 1v1 situation as Tundra versus Gauntlet, and I think Gauntlet just takes that easily.
Yeah.
And Feeble is just such a nice ability. And now he still has his ultimate, so he can even choose to go gank the Kraken at bottom. They have perfect setup with the Fisher stun to get the hook back, and then all you need to do is get in front of the Kraken.
Well, you see right here, he does have a TP, or he's going to get a TP. No, he has one. Anyways, he's filling up his bottle right here, getting his regen. So, yeah, it's just a matter of where he wants to go now with it. Top lane, the Minotaur coming in from Affiliate from the river, but this time, again, the Legion team is able to react in time.
Look at Nier, he really wants to freeze.
Yeah. He's really hoping to kill that Minotaur, but just out of range. Gauntlet goes back middle, actually, so figures it's not worth wasting the time here. We'll keep it the middle lane and go against Tundra.
I mean, Behemoth isn't even doing bad. He's 290 gold per minute in a 1v1 versus a Kraken, and Kraken, honestly, is just such a strong 1v1 hero. But then again, you know, apparently Behemoth beats Chipper.
Mm-hmm. That he does. Ask Moon.
Ask yourself.
No.
At DreamHack.
Don't do that. I know nothing of the sort.
No, that was
okay.
fun.
Oh, top lane. Oh, Arachna just again getting up there and putting in the auto attacks into Salamon. But, I mean, you see Boy's farm. It's not like he's able to get a great amount of creep kills either. He's only 220 gold per minute, so.
I think it's more about the fact that he's stopping Solomon's farm.
True. Kinda.
Kind of.
Got
yeah.
18 creep kills and 250 gold per minute. And again, as we constantly go back to it, that will recover. So I think that this is going to be a spot for ECX of when do you adjust, because obviously you're not just going to sit up here the whole time.
They could rotate the other heroes to the top lane. But talking about rotating, look at Mickey.
Yep, he wants to make a play. He's got that ultimate level 4 Infernal Instability, a lot of damage potential. They're going to go to Glacius. That's a free kill.
Yeah, there's no way he's getting out.
Easy land.
He wants to last it.
Oh, oh my
But
gosh,
look
he's
at there.
still alive. No
No!
way.
Ooh, I thought he was
Wow.
going to get away. I honestly thought he was going to get out of there. That was impressive.
Actually close. Rhapsody also got very low right there with the tower, so that was a little scary for Sync, but they do get it, so that is not what the execution that they're hoping for, but it works out for them. And it's that Gauntlet will come back to the middle lane. He still has it ultimate, so he's had it for now for a couple of minutes at least. And it is one of those abilities where you feel like you want to try to use it ASAP to really get it because it's so good, especially this early on at getting a kill with.
But I mean, he used it. He didn't need to use it on the Glacier, so why waste it? Now has another opportunity to kill someone.
Yeah.
For example, owned me on the bottom lane.
Yeah, who's pushing up again, but again, you see Gauntlet pushing out the middle lane still.
I'm sure they have enough damage with the Shockwave as well. Shockwave, Fisher, level 3.
Oh, yeah.
Enrage, everything.
Gauntlet, absolutely, they would have enough damage.
Yeah. I mean, Infernal Instability, 320 magic damage. It should most definitely be enough. No doubt about it.
If he had a Mystic Vestments, which I could see him picking up here when he gets the goal for it, then maybe not, but especially without that.
They might want to go on the mid lane. Okay, Mickey going for the hook, but
kind of hoping to hit a wild hook right there, but comes up short. And now you see the top lane. I mean, look at this. Arachna's kind of keeping her distance. I don't know if I guess she might just feel like somebody might be close to actually ganking her, but Behemoth is now coming up, so that could be it that he's missing. And instead is going to make sure not to put himself in a bad spot. But yeah, you see Salamon, 350 gold per minute now. So he's definitely recovered, and he's looking pretty good. Middle lane, though, Gauntlet's in trouble, actually. He hooks away with Tundra, but in the end, it's not going to be enough. He will go down, but Tundra at least counter kills.
And here's the Fisher.
There's a Fisher to block Parasite, but he takes over the Hell Cannon right as Salamon jumps in.
So clutch. And that means no Solomon ulti.
No.
So if there was ever a time to fight, look at Imaboy. He's even ready to go.
Very true. That's going to be down now. That timing, though. Yeah, so that was interesting with Tundra. It almost like he positioned himself like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that idea was, but yeah, Arachna is
Rhapsody is being sent home.
Run. Oh, barely lives in time. Arachna getting blocked actually with a Fissure. It does go down, and Parasite also is going to fall. What a block by Zibe there.
But if you have the replay there, Slapped killed the Skeleton King as it was being infested by Parasite. That was insane.
Was he? I think I should have it, so I'll check it here in just a second.
That was so well played. Holy shit, he slapped. I was about to go say, you know, they could have even had Gauntlet alive if they had level 6 on Slapped, so maybe he should have focused on farming a bit more, but that was just so well played.
Yeah, I mean, I got the replay right here, so I'm guessing it's that Fissure moment with the block. But, yeah, they eventually go further, and there's Rhapsody. She's being ported back. She barely lived. One auto attack from dying, but does make her escape. And then here we go. There's the Fissure. Yep, you're right. Yeah, the infest animation even went off. He actually went to it. And then it got denied. So then he was even in a worse spot after that. So that was interesting how that worked. Middle lane, back to the life action. Zane, he got hooked and ultied, but actually Gauntlet just ran away immediately because he saw support coming. So on cooldown now, but at least knows that he's not going to suicide here. As he stays alive. 375 gold per minute for Gauntlet. That portal key has 1,200 gold saved up, so he is getting very close to it.
Oh, is that it? Well. That's a hook. What?
Wow, what a hook right there from Gauntlet. Just out of nowhere, it feels like off to the side. It's a snipe. That ward of sight helping there, too. Parasite, he's also now caught. The enfeeble auto attack's being applied to him, but he's going to be just out of range now and will survive in the long run. Unless Gauntlet's a god hook.
Hook is up in like 2 seconds.
Fissure
what
hit.
A Fissure, though.
Oh my
but
gosh.
the block.
Yeah.
Good attempt.
That was a nice hook indeed. So slows down Kraken's portal key as well, as I was just mentioning. Look at him from getting his ASAP. Tundra also trying to get his. Yeah, once again, the portal keys are going to be very important and are coming up here on either side.
Oh, that hook.
Wow.
It's like he has God vision or something, like what we do.
Yeah. Just randomly guessing in that case, and almost happened to be right, as we saw there. Arachna, though, she started to find a little bit of a groove at the bottom. Kinda, not really, actually. 230 gold per minute. I was almost hoping that I would be right just by saying that, but yeah, only 230 GPM, so Imba Boy is definitely a much different game than the previous one.
Yeah, he also doesn't have a lot of XP per minute, so I don't know. Sync is looking really good, and oh man, if your prediction is right, that's not going to be okay.
That might be right. Just had a feeling. What should Arachna go for, by the way? Especially kind of struggling here. I mean, he's going to go the Energizer, it looks like. It's fine, but the Assassin Shroud, does it go Geometers? What would you think makes sense?
He just needs all those items. But determining what he goes first, like it has to be an item which allows him to survive, because Gauntlet's going to get that PK soon. I think Gauntlet has the PK, but it's just being sent in right now. And Behemoth also is going to get a PK. So they've got these two heavy burst heroes that are... I doubt they're going to focus Arachna, but I mean... Oh, wait, what? Mickey went for a tablet instead.
Really? Okay, yeah, he did.
All right.
Kraken, I mean, he's definitely one of those heroes tablet's good against. Just definitely, yeah, it was that's much more of a defensive responsive item rather than the aggressive I want to get kills item, so a little surprising to see for sure. I'm definitely with you on that. It's considering the momentum here, it just felt like that the Portico was a very obvious choice. But the bottom tower, by the way, oh, that was really close actually by Rhapsody. Tundra comes in though and does make Serenia pay for trying that deny.
I'm still curious about the tablet though. I mean, sure, Kraken, but at the same time, like, yeah, all right. All right, then. All right. Yeah. Let's see if he makes a huge play with it. I'm sure he's going to go PK afterwards, at least. Zane did go for the PK, and did he use that at bottom to catch the Rhapsody? No, I don't think so. I think he was just walking up. It. Yeah.
Kraken also just got his, so again, the timing, in fact, there's Behemoth. So all these portal keys now coming out. Gauntlet would have had it if he wanted it, but apparently did not here. He wants the tablet, as we're pointing out, instead. Mock of Brilliance, though, another very important item, is finished on Salamon. And hey, take a look. Oh, look at that. The GPM chart's 550 gold per minute.
Because he totally didn't get shut down in the start of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Salamon again. Gauntlet's going somewhere. Where's he going? Bottom lane. He's going to TP in. There's a shockwave. Can he get close enough, though? Yes, he can. And down it goes Imba Boy. So all he needed was a tablet right there, just to help that little bit of distance needed.
I mean, it is a fantastic item, tablet, as you were saying, versus the Kraken as well as the Tundra, actually.
And the new hook range especially, too, on Gauntlet, I know it's been a while, but they did make it, you know, when he maxed out, which of course he has here, it's the same as a Devo hook, so it is some pretty good distance.
Further than a Devo hook, I think.
Is it further? I thought it was the same range. Oh, meanwhile, Tundra, he is able to sidestep right there on the hook, but now he's was in a bad spot. Salamon just rushes in and presses Q and gets the kill as a result. Skeletal King infested Parasite, or vice versa. But anyways, runs away. Pick. Gauntlet already has another 2,000. Wow, he actually goes Alchemist.
And he go. I like it, to be honest. Just shut down Tankafet. Tankafet is such a huge part of the game, I think, for ECX. If Tankafet has a good time, everything just goes on a roll.
Look at this, too. This is kind of interesting, how Sync is just like, get Mock on Salamon, let's group up and start just making plays now. That's kind of what they did right here, and they're still going with it.
It's also because just Gauntlet has been having such a good time, and Behemoth with that PK is just going to do so much work. So yeah, we have... they're just going to get every tower with the Astro on Ophelia. I don't know if there's anything Legion can do to stop it, just because Imba Boy really doesn't have any farm.
No. He's still well off that Assassin Shroud. I mentioned the Energizer was coming first, but yeah, even that he's feeling like he can't risk getting. He has to just get that Assassin Shroud ASAP. So I think any kind of stats that he can take, he'll get here, but he'll take here. Anyways, bottom tower going down in favor of Sync, and like we're talking about, they're going to keep going, at least a little bit of them. Ophelia with that Astrolabe is feeling still comfortable with Rhapsody. Salamon is nearby. The Resto Stone is already getting close. Has the Sustainer, another 1,900 gold saved up on top of that. Shiver is going to scout him here, farming in their jungle, but they're really just not close enough, or they're trying to be, but you see there, Ophelia is nearby to help keep off any chance. As meanwhile up top, Kraken gets found. And he gets taken out. As now they're porting middle lane because the fight might be breaking out. Actually, Salamon, in fact, he's running back in. So they wanted to force a fight right there, but ECX picked up on it. And they fall back instead. So, but yeah, losing Kraken there as well. Yeah, the GPM chart really explains it, man. I mean, that's just absurd. Seeing
look at that Fisher, though.
just out of range. So I needed 100 more range. Yeah, what is it? It's 1,100 range? Yeah. For level 4. And I believe
it's
that's
like a Nitro auto attack.
I'm confirming it. Yeah, it's 1,100 range on Devo as well.
Okay,
so
never mind. I thought it was longer. I thought Devo Hook was 1,100 range. I mean, 1K range.
Very close.
But no.
Middle tower, Rhapsody.
And the deny?
Oh, okay.
Well, now you can time it perfectly. There you go.
I mean, it seemed like the auto attacks hit at the same time, too, but I guess the deny getting the favor there.
Okay, Resto Stone purchased on Solomon.
18 minutes in, Resto Mach.
And he was shut down. Sorry, quotations marks.
It really is like that. I think that's a lesson we've kind of learned now a couple of times, that just very recently here, that if you're exactly, if you're going up against the Salamon, just don't try to shut him down. Just let him be and kill the team around him. Shut down other heroes. Shut down, in this case, shutting down the Gauntlet arguably would have been much better for ECX.
Or the Behemoth.
Or the Behemoth, for that matter. But yeah, because they put priority on shutting down Salamon, Gauntlet and Behemoth both actually got pretty good farm and very early items that they were looking for. So yeah, no, I think there's a lot of justification to that. That team should be thinking about that here. That this is not necessarily the most powerful strategy, trying to shut down a Salamon.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, even Gauntlet with that Alchemist Bones is getting so much gold. He's up to 480 gold per minute without actually taking an active farming role. Like, you look at the stats, you see the last stats, and Gauntlet has 107. Of course, that's a lot. It's the same as the Kraken, but when you compare the GPMs of the two heroes, he almost has, yeah, it's close to twice as much, kind of, slightly.
So does the charge not actually deal damage to creeps? Kraken's charge?
Kraken, it does.
Does it? There must be a little, because I could have sworn he used it on the Ancients right there, and it looked like they didn't even take any damage. So
it's because it only does the initial damage, not the while charging. Kraken picks up the first enemy hero encountered, and if he slams into a cliff, yada yada yada, he deals that much bonus magic damage.
So that makes sense then. So yeah, it only did 120 magic damage then. Okay. Yeah. So.
And you know, Ancients, they have very high magic armor.
Yep. That would make sense. So minor there, but. Yeah.
Or at least the dragons have a lot of magic armor. The Predators, they don't have that much.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragons are the magic focused ones, yeah. How much is it actually? It's 8 on the magic armor for the dragons compared to 5.5, so yeah. A little bit more there. We got Veldra from Kraken coming to bottom, but as he's coming to bottom, Tundra's porting elsewhere. Porting back to base, actually, so nothing really going to happen with that. And you see the Assassin Shroud and Arachna, but where do they farm? There's just nowhere to actually farm safely at all right now for ECX. You just see the map right now. In fact, the creepers are kind of pushed up anyways, but they almost look a little lost. You got Glacius and Kraken down here trying to wonder what to do. Parasite here as well. He's going to just continue farming the jungle a little bit, but does he even have? Yeah, he does have level 3 puzzle box. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to use it to counter some wards, or at least hope to. And if he manages to do that, they can get some control back. But I mean, there's already 4K gold saved up on Haxorn again.
Yeah. Top lane, Tundra might be in trouble. Never mind, they do not go for it. Or maybe they still are. They're just going the long way around. Is Behemoth? No.
I really think they can take any fight right now. Like, do it before Arachna gets a pick off on someone and you can't push anymore.
They're going to go middle right here. Salamon quickly takes out the Ancients. Joins the team, pushing in the middle tower. He uses that aura. That's another thing about Salamon that I think is overlooked a little bit is that aura, the activation of it, especially the wish for power. Just pushing a tower like this, you pop that, and you just see all those flames coming out of everyone. That's just their attack speed being doubled, really. So it's some nice assisted damage to push towers like this.
Especially with an Ophelia.
Yeah. Just about to mention the minions. Oh, go!
What?
That was interesting. The charge actually happened first. Charges it back. Spider Sting is out as well. The Gauntlet takes a good damage, but Ophelia's touch comes out. Salamon in the background. Meanwhile, Arachna is going to go down. And you see Gauntlet. Yeah, what the hell's going on? Can he not move? Is he like stuck to that right now? Or is that a graphic bug?
That's the graphic bug.
It almost looked like he was strained. Okay, there we go. The second hook coming out. And again, he gets charged after missing it, and he will die this time. Salamon, though, second ultimate going back in. Buybacks are happening on the Legion side as we see 3 in total, including Imboboy there. They do get Salamon with the token, and now he's going to try to TP, but he's going to die here, actually. So they hold. I mean, again, 3 buybacks. They get the pick off on Salamon. They save the tower even. And they even got Ophelia, 4 kills in total. So, I mean, ECX definitely still in this.
They did use 3 buybacks, but, I mean, hot damn. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what just happened. They just decided to dive. Zibbe going in with the ultimate, which was decent. It wasn't, like, fantastic, though. I felt like Gauntlet as well with diving into the base to try and get a hook off. That was a little bit optimistic, and then he immediately got wrecked by Matthias, charging him back again. And the graphic bug
is
still there.
Is it? Oh my God!
Look
it's still actually hooked all the way. I wonder if that's for him or if that's just like a spectator bug, but that's hilarious. How far does it go? Okay, it kind of cuts off when you start like going with it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, no, I will say I think Matthias outplayed Zibbe, or not Zibbe, but Mickey, both of those, like twice there in that fight with just the interaction of him charging him as he was just about trying to hook somebody. So it was at the very beginning, and then a little bit later on in that fight too that secured the kill on him. So yeah, that, and then mixed with just the overall dive from Sync, a little too comfortable with where they're at, and I mean they're still obviously in a very good spot, but they just gave ECX an opening is really what happened. Because now Arachna's, you know, another 1,900 gold saved up. She's finally starting to actually get something going. And Kraken also a little bit too. He's trying to finish his own shrunken head, but my guess would be Sync is going to kind of wait this out once again, wait for another Kongor, and then try to finish it one more time. And by that time, yeah, already a Frostwolf Skull and Salamon and 2,400 gold saved up.
So what next?
Whatever he wants. I mean, yeah, let's think about that, though. What does he get? You know, so, Bloodborne Cleaver.
No. Bloodborne Cleaver.
It's, you know, it is interesting interaction with him because it actually works in his ulti form to where he'll lose life in the ultimate form. Now, yes, that'll make it so his ultimate form may die out quicker, but it actually loses life in the ultimate form, but when he goes back to his normal form, he still has the same life that he had before. So that's kind of cool.
Oh my God.
There's that.
They almost lost the game with the Bloodborne Maul complexity, I mean, on Malakan. They almost lost it when they should have gone for a Savage or something, just reliable damage and not something that kills you even more.
Yeah. You're right, and it was kind of some funny seeing Formless say that after the game. He's like, "Holy crap, this item sucks." But you know, the one hero you would expect to see it on in Malakan, and for a guy like Formless to say that, yeah, I think that does speak for something. But okay,
Shadowblade.
Maybe that's a little too far. Oh, Shadow Blade, yeah.
Shadow Blade.
That's like
Yeah,
the one, maybe.
that is the one. I mean, you just stay strength mode the entire time and you don't lose out on damage.
Okay. No, but realistically though, here on Salamon, yeah, what do we think? I mean, he's could go a Genjiro. I know that tends to be an item. Sheepstick having the Resto Stone at this point. If he feels like more of the crowd control could be relevant.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling that Ontme always does this. He's just hiding in the woods somewhere to do something.
He does, yeah.
And here's them attempting to kill Mickey, I
Oh,
think.
don't do it just yet though, because
No, but the Mach canceled the PK anyways.
Good point. Yep, and he's like, I'm out of here. I was waiting for a random hook from Mickey, but it never came.
Slapped actually took over the Stealth Hunter to use it to scout.
Wait, what?
Slapped used command. Oh, that's an
commanded a Stealth Hunter? Really?
Yeah, because you can do that now. It's not magic immune anymore.
That makes sense, but that's so weird, yeah. So just simply
I mean,
to scout
it's a
with.
moving ward.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Okay, I
As
guess.
Ophelia, you kind of lose effectiveness after a while, don't you?
Well, there's that Enchantress, which actually does the scouting for you too from range. That kind of resets cooldown and stuff. So, I think you can. I'm not saying that he should have looked for that one instead, but it is an interesting idea. But yeah, there's things like that. There's the you know what actually would be real, and I think we've actually seen Slap do it before. Get an Alchemist Ogre against Parasite.
Yeah, true. But that's not as necessary with Gauntlet having the Alchemist himself.
Yeah.
Alchemist Moans.
Then, of course, there's the Wolf Commander, the Ice Ogre. There's all those other ones that no one ever used. The Snotter Boss, probably the best one that no one thinks to use. So, but not everyone can beat me. Salamon, what did he buy? Geos. Okay, he just goes full Geos instead. So, I guess there's decent use for Geos here. In fact, Tundra dead off the bat. And is he buying back? Yeah, he does have his final one if they need it. I assume so. There we go. He buys back, and here comes a fight. Very possible. The tower goes down. You see Arachna charging in with the Assassin Shroud.
If there's anything you want to do right now is... If there's anything you don't want to do right now, it's follow them into the woods. Following Sync right now, that would be a terrible idea.
Well, I got the shiver to see that. It is giving them that information that, yep, they fell back. No fake fallbacks here.
Okay, so Solomon, 2,800 gold, Shrunken Head. There we go. Even though it's not very good against the team.
Yeah, I don't know, actually. I honestly think just armor instead. And
Symbol. I mean, you keep that ulti form up longer, just pop the symbol.
I think it's demonic. Sense. Anyways, here we go. So Kraken missed the charge, though, I believe. Or at least Kraken is keeping Salamon in place, though. Spider Sting even comes out, but now he jumps in. He gets a second ulti off. And you just see the damage. The Shockwave also in the background doing plenty. And the Legion team just melts before our eyes. Double tap on multiple heroes. Sync Esports.
What's an ultimate as well on Serenia, just standing in the midst of everything, not worried for anything at all. Because, to be honest, the Legion side has limited... They don't have any AoE stuns.
Not
except
really,
for the Kraken ulti.
Staff of the Master Glacius.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Soon.
That's what we mentioned yesterday as well.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. Serenia was just able to do that, so it's like, how do you can't really prioritize that because there's so much else that you're trying to use your valuable stuns on. So yeah, I mean, we did see it was an interesting start with Salamon. He kind of got locked down by the release of Kraken somewhat, but and then all
he
of a
got
sudden
tableted from one side and then he got tableted to the other side.
And look at that. It's, again, in case ACX realizes it's just too much. So the official mark for Salamon, always fun to see. What was it at? 898.4. So pretty good. Pretty good GPM there.
I'm not even surprised anymore at these GPMs.
No. Nope.
But I guess you're correct. Breaky, the almighty prophet.
That was my very, very thought out guess of this series and what it would be of 1-1. So all the research that I did led me to the correct answer, apparently. No, it was a good series as expected. You know, when you got these two teams going at it, it's hard to, for me at least,